Hey everyone, welcome to Holistic Lifestyle Tips, Getting Real About the Woo-Woo. I'm Becky Russell, owner of wellness company Hope Essential, and I am a holistic lifestyle educator and an essential oil educator. And that means I love to teach and I love all things holistic. So I've been living a holistic lifestyle for over 25 years and I feel it served me well. And I just found the oils about 6 years ago, and it was a natural fit for holistic living. And I truly believe that you need to limit the amount of chemicals you put on and in your body, and that includes, over-the-counter meds and prescriptions. If you can, just don't have that be your first choice, and that will help you have a quality of life as you age. And I was not blessed with good genes, and the fact that I'm 62 without being and now not on any kind of daily medications or prescriptions, I feel like that's proof that the holistic lifestyle has served me well. So I just want to share what I've learned along the way and make it very clear that it's for everyone. It's not for some small percentage of people. It's not that strange, really. It's just a different mindset of being more proactive and more preventative about your wellness. Hey, Kathy. Versus being disease treatment oriented, which is what our, you know, medical practice is now. And so I just want to share what I've learned. And each week I pick a topic that has to do with either spiritual, emotional, or physical wellness. And sometimes it encompasses all three, sometimes two, one, it varies. Tonight we're going to talk about one that actually probably is targeted to two, but if you're not spiritually and emotionally well, you're probably not going to be physically well either. So really, it's proof the whole body is everything's interrelated. So we're going to talk about happiness. And that may seem a strange topic, like what is there to know about happiness? You either are or you're not, or, you know, why is that a big deal to, devote a segment to? Well, since the 1990s, there has been a whole branch of psychology called positive psychology that studies this. And so it is a pretty big deal. So the definition of happiness is an electrifying and elusive state. More than simply positive mood, happiness is a state of well-being that encompasses living a good life, one with a sense of meaning and deep contentment. Now that sounds like something we should all want or at least strive for. And when you feel joyful, there's other perks. A growing body of research suggests that it can improve your physical health, which I totally believe. Feelings of positivity and fulfillment seem to benefit heart health, the immune system, inflammation levels, and blood pressure, among other things. And it's even been linked to a longer lifespan, as well as a higher quality of life and well-being. So that sort of goes back to my mission to help people have a quality of life as they age. If you are unhappy and you're miserable and that's how you're spending your days, why would you even care about prolonging your time, right? So let's figure out how to get some happiness into our life if we don't have it already. So how to be happy? Did you even know it's a choice? Now, I struggle with this a little bit because I have a melancholy temperament. So I am not Susie Sunshine, especially before noon. And so I never want to be someone who's not authentic or not genuine. So if I wake up and I'm sort of, fuzzy headed and a little bit grumpy because I didn't have enough sleep or something, it almost feels fake to tell myself, no, you need to be happy, act happy, smile, and so, because that seems to be what that message is sometimes. But what I think the message really is when you have a melancholy temperament or a bad day, you're too much inside your own head. And so when you think about someone else and how your grumpiness or, uh, even kill temperament where you're not real high, not real low, I've been accused of being too intense at times. And that offsets people. So, and I'm sort of like, why would I be smiling for no reason? So if I'm focused on something, I'm working. So it's a struggle for me a little bit, but I am a positive person. And once it's, we're getting out in the morning toward afternoon, I'm much, much perkier. And so, but I think that's more mood than maybe happiness, but I do sort of struggle with that. But what I've learned in my studies is happiness is a choice, and how we, what we reflect to others is so important. So you can be intentional about appearing happy or trying to spread happiness, even if you're not truly, feeling it at that moment. So if you want to spread cheer and happiness on a gloomy day or a day you're tired or whatever, I challenge you to try it someday, because I have, on the random act of kindness day or, different times, I'll practice that where I'll be intentional about smiling at strangers for a whole day. And it's so uplifting to see them smile, and you just can feel it's made their day, and or giving a compliment or something like that. So it really, when you choose happiness and you choose to radiate that, it makes the world a better place. So I think that's all to the good. So one thing they say is happiness is not a result of bouncing from one joy to the next, which you might think that. It's achieving happiness typically involves times of considerable discomfort. Genetic makeup, life circumstances, achievements, marital status, social relationships, even your neighbors all influence how happy you are or can be. So do individual ways of thinking and expressing feelings. Research shows that much of happiness is under personal control. So that sort of goes to what I've been saying. So here are signs of a happy person. See how many of these apply to you. Does not feel entitled and has fewer expectations. Is not spiteful or insulting. Doesn't hold grudges. Now, I used to be guilty of that, but not anymore. Is open to learning new things. Is high in humility and patience. Doesn't register small annoyances. Now that I have to work on, being on hold with some company where you're trying to get an issue resolved. That's a little hard to be patient. Does not angst over yesterday and tomorrow. That's something I've done a lot of work on. Exercises self-care. That's something most of us fall short on, and we have to do better. Smiles and laughs readily. Goes with the flow. Does not play games. Practices compassion. Gives and receives without torment. Is not a martyr or victim. Is always grateful. Is not stingy with their happiness. So that sort of goes back to what I was talking about. Enjoys healthy relationships. Is happy for other people. Has a healthy support network. Lives with meaning and purpose. So would love to know how many of those you feel you've got it or you have to work on. And then there's a whole chart that talks about the science of happiness, and it relates to body, mind, and social. And so a happy person, as far as how that affects their body, there's a higher energy level. That makes sense. If you're depressed, you're not going to have any energy. More likely to exercise, also makes sense. More prone to optimism. More prone to healthy choices. all that, yes. Mind activates higher brain function. Not sure I would have connected that. Increases creativity. That makes sense. If you're depressed and unhappy, you're not going to feel creative typically. Increases motivation. Same thing. Improves problem solving. Not sure I would have connected that. I love that I learn things on this when I'm sharing them with you. Socially, uh, being happy makes you attractive, increases kindness and generosity, increases empathy and compassion, and motivates desire to connect. So, we've all been around energy vampires. No one wants to be around them. So, being happy, we attract people. So, I would love to know what resonated with you. Did you learn anything? I know I did. And also, what can you work on to have that higher level of happiness? And also, please know that hopeessential.com, my website, I've got all sorts of blogs on emotional, spiritual, physical wellness, the essential oils, and the previous videos are all up. Well, not all of them, most of them are already up there. And so you can go back and watch some that you've missed. So I would love to hear your takeaway on this tonight. So till next time, choose you, choose natural, choose now.